What's going on, guys? We're here at Salt Lake Harley Davidson, and we just got word that they have a few of the 2025 CVO models, as well as some other cool stuff that I'd like to show you guys. So come on with me and let's go take a look. Here's Makayla from Harley Davidson, and she's gonna go into some of the details on these things, as well as we're gonna show you the cool colors. How you doing, Makayla?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. Let's get into these motorcycles.
Let's check them out. So what do we have here first?
So this is going to be the Lowrider S. This is going to come in the black finish. They're not doing a chrome option on this bike, but this is going to be the Iron Horse Metallic with a bunch of performance red accents all throughout the motor and the logo here. They have gone ahead and redesigned the intake on this bike. It's going to be the 117 high output motor, so it is going to have a cam right off the bat. It's going to be the Screamin' Eagle 511 cam that's in this motorcycle.
So you get a bike out of the box that already comes with a cam inside of it?
100%, as well as a more tuned performance pipe, so it's going to be a 2-to-1 now.
Dude, that is awesome. I'm really liking the paint on this one. Iron Horse Metallic, and I'm sure this looks incredible in the sun. I really like how you guys went with the red decal here and even a few red accents as you see in the 117 and down on the cam cover. Really nice. Ooh, what's this color we're looking at over here?
So this is going to be really popular. This is going to be the Mystic Shift. And on this bike in particular, you're going to see a different decal there. And then you also have the performance red accents all throughout the motor as well.
Wow, that's really cool. That's completely different. What does it say? Factory custom. Oh, so is this a CVO?
Not technically. So it's just going to be a factory custom paint job that's on this bike. And on this, that's where you'll see that decals change. You'll also see that on the Ghost Flame bikes.
Wow, that's really cool. All right. And now what I came here to check out, let's see these baggers.
Let's do it. Right next to this one is going to be the Raven Fade CVO Street Glide. So this is a pretty slick bike. You're also going to see all the orange accents all throughout it, and then the anodized foot pegs, as well as the grips on this bike.
And you were telling me something earlier. So last year, did these ones have the ride modes too?
They did have the ride modes, so that hasn't changed on these new ones. And then with these bikes, it's going to come with the embedded navigation. All the standards, you do have to pay for navigation, but all the CVOs are going to come with that embedded navigation, which is going to be great. On the CVO in particular, with the Road Glide and Street Glide, you're going to get heated grips, so that's nice. And then there's going to be the inside of the fairing that's painted. There's just going to be so many unique features on this bike in comparison to a regular standard.
Traditional standard?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so cool. I like this paint job. I like the fade that they did to this, and that it looks like a lot different than they did with maybe something like the Mako Shark fade. You know, just the way it kind of like goes from a lighter to a dark. Actually, it's maybe a little bit different. It goes to a lighter to a darker here, and then on the top, a darker to a lighter from the tank and the fairings and the bags.
The rear end is totally blacked out.
Oh yeah, totally blacked out in the back. That looks really good with that orange accent. Let's check out this one over here. I saw this online, and I feel like online didn't do it justice, and with your eyes in person is pretty badass.
Honestly, and I feel like it looks a tidbit darker in person. It kind of looked a little pastel online, but they're going to call this Purple Abyss Denim.
Purple Abyss Denim.
This is the only denim color that they're releasing, and they'll do it on multiple models this year.
Makayla's definitely showing us all the nitty gritty on them. I'm really excited to see what other colors you guys get in stock, but before we let you go, there's a couple more that we can see here, right?
100%.
What do we got here?
This is the 25 CVO ST. This thing is a hot rod. This is the 121 high output motor that's in this bike. You're going to see scorched chrome all throughout it. You have a really cool flat out bar for the engine guard on this one. You'll also get the cast wheels on this bike as well. The coolest thing about this bike too is that it has carbon fiber all throughout it, which actually makes this bike 25 pounds lighter than a normal Road Glide.
Wow, so this is built for those performance bagger guys trying to get out there and really carve the canyons.
100%. That's the whole idea behind this motorcycle, and it also comes with track mode and track mode plus.
Dang. So you're a very avid rider, right? You go state to state, you cross state lines. I know you guys are out there stunning and whatnot. So what is have you been on one of these in the canyons yet? Have you been on one of the STs?
I have not had the opportunity yet, but I do have a colleague or a friend who does own one, and he loves his, and he ended up getting the white one for last year's model, and he absolutely loves it. And he's always talking about how long it takes him to get used to the motorcycle because it's so torquey, so fast.
Jeez.
I'm like, just ride it in rain mode. You're gonna need to take some time.
Nice. So this is definitely built towards a performance guy who's also got maybe a little bit more cash to spend.
For sure.
But with that, you're getting a lot of the comforts that we're gonna get anyway, right? On the performance side of things, we already have the cam in here. You already have the Screaming Eagle exhaust. The suspensions show a suspension.
It is correct, yes. And you also see that it does have the remote reservoirs on this bike as well. If you wanted to do like a tour pack, there is a kit to reposition those, because if you do get a tour pack, those are kind of going to be in the way.
Yeah, so this is gonna be built towards a person that wants to do touring long miles, but also wants to put the bike low in the corners, hit the twisties, and go fast. Right on. All right, I think the last bike that I walked by in the shop that wasn't actually in your guys' showroom, so I'm sure somebody already has it. It's probably not gonna be available if you come down to Salt Lake Harley right now, but we're gonna go check that one out because that one is pretty special and it's something that I felt like I had to see in person because when I checked it out online, I don't know, I wasn't really feeling it online, but when I walked past it, it looked pretty dang cool. So let's go check it out. What's up, dude?
What's going on?
I'm checking out your bikes.
Oh, yeah, good seeing you.
All right, now this one's super special and I'm blocking this bike on purpose. Check it out. Now this is absolutely a color that you have to see in person. This bike right here is special. Makayla, what's the color on this thing?
Poisonberry with scorched chrome. And you'll notice a cool feature is that it does have the laced wheels and it's going to have the chrome accent all throughout the outside of the wheel on this one. And then this one will be the 121, and this has VVT in it, just like that Street Glide we went over earlier. It's also going to have the embedded navigation. You'll also get the heated grips, but there are so many special features on this bike and lots of different accents they've done. For instance, on that cover over there, you have the purple ring on the derby there for the 121.
Wow, that's sick. And it has that like black kind of chrome.
Yeah, that's the scorched chrome that
Scorched chrome.
Harley-Davidson's releasing. So it looks like a black chrome.
Dude, that's sick.
But of course, with the 25s, you're going to see a lot of really nice colors out there that we haven't seen before. I've also noticed that the mirrors on this bike are very unique, and that's something I really like. They have these cutout slits here instead of being a solid mount that you normally would see. And I feel like they are just a tidbit different as far as the design goes.
Yeah, that looks,
And I like them. I think they look sweet.
that's really cool.
Got the nice braided lines on the bike as well.
You know, that's something I never really noticed, and that those braided lines, the color is almost that scorched chrome, huh?
Yep.
Wow, that looks incredible. And I love that what they did is they have even this, you can see even that sparkly paint goes all the way up into the nacelle and around the dash there. That's amazing.
And honestly, this thing's totally worth seeing in the sun. Every single part of this bike sparkles, even down to the pinstripes.
No way.
Seriously.
It looks even like the coating around the cases and everything are kind of a sparkly color as well.
That's my favorite thing that they've done for 24 and 25 is they have changed the coating that they've done on all the cases, and it does look sparkly black. It's something I want to do to my own bike after seeing it. I love it.
Where can they follow you on Instagram if that's okay? Or
Totally. I'm Quadcam Mackie. You'll be able to see my builds. I recently got a Dyna. I'm pretty excited to do a lot with it. And then I work at Salt Lake City Harley Davidson. So I'll always be here. If you have any questions about any of the new bikes, come by and see me.
The 2025s, I think, are pretty incredible. You guys got to see these bikes for yourself and check them out to see if they're right for you. You're going to have to make your trip on down to Salt Lake Harley Davidson, talk to Makayla, and make sure you guys get yourself a look at this cool bike and the rest of the 2025s. Thanks for watching. We'll see you.